And now it is my pleasure to introduce to you our student speaker today. Cecilly Deorocki, our student speaker, has excelled academically at Northern Essex, earning an almost perfect 3.98 grade point average. It's very impressive. She's a graduate of Pentucket High School, receiving her liberal arts degree with a psychology option with high honors. She was recommended for the honor of being this year's commencement speaker by 3 of her professors, who describe her as follows: as a true classroom leader, as someone who's always willing to help fellow students, as a dynamic mentor, and certainly as an outstanding student. As Professor C.J. Crevaro wrote in her nomination, Cecilly knows what she wants academically, and she goes after it with focus, purpose, and gusto. While at Northern Essex, Cecilly was a tutor in our math center and a member of Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. She also was featured in a college video on student success, which premiered here on the campus last month. She plans to continue her education at Sarah Lawrence College in Bronxville, New York in the fall, studying philosophy and political science with legal studies, and graduate school is definitely in her future. Cecilly, you're the kind of student that makes teaching a rewarding career, and I know our faculty are going to miss you a lot. That said, I wish you the very best of luck in your future studies. It's my great pleasure to introduce Cecilly Deorocki as this year's student speaker.
Good morning, everyone. President Glenn, faculty, administration, guests, family, friends, and of course, my fellow graduates. I appreciate the honor you have given me to represent the class of 2012. I am aware of the different, yet still universal adversities that each of us has conquered. All of us have a story that led us to this commencement. Many of you may be able to relate to my story, but regardless of how similar or diverse our paths may be, everyone has overcome hardship that led us here today. Attending Northern Essex came with a lot of apprehension. It had been a little over a year since I had graduated from high school. In that year, I failed to produce anything I considered worthwhile. I had been severely struggling with depression and an eating disorder. My life was incredibly disrupted, and sorrow was constant. Negativity seemed to engulf me in a downward spiral, and I honestly did not believe that Northern Essex was going to improve my life. The funny thing about depression, though, is that your idea of happiness becomes wildly distorted. And although I hate to spoil the ending, my life became exponentially better once I began my first semester here. The feeling of accomplishment that accompanied being appreciated for the extensive work I completed was incomparable. Never had I understood this overwhelming feeling of satisfaction, a long-term shock of confidence unlike any other. Most importantly, I had produced this confidence, and I knew that I deserved it. A key factor of my success at Northern Essex was the amazing faculty, as I am sure this is the case for many of my fellow graduates. I have had so many professors inspire me and show genuine interest. So many, in fact, that if I were to list their names, this speech would become distinguishable to that of an Oscar winner. Case in point, the positive experiences that I have had with different faculty here are innumerable, and I am forever grateful because of it. I have had professors willing to listen to the problems that limited me with serious empathy and kindness. I have had other professors who impressed me with their method of teaching and placement of responsibility, providing a model for how I may one day lead a class. My negative perspective soon began to change when I was in my second math class. I hated math. It never came easily to me, and I struggled with every equation in high school. This quickly began to change when I was given sincere attention from one of my professors. He always explained the concepts thoroughly and would never shy away from student questions. His attentive consideration allowed the entire class to truly understand every problem. It really was remarkable. I actually enjoyed math and even became a math tutor. Classes and professors like these are what build student confidence and transform a student's idea of academic fear. This professor is just one example of the committed faculty that represents the Northern Essex community. In the fall, I will be continuing my education at Sarah Lawrence College in New York. When the letter arrived in the mail, it read, "Congratulations, here's your fat envelope." It was an amazing feeling, knowing all of my time and effort was delivered to me in that acceptance letter. I was given the ability to realize my dreams by attending Northern Essex. That really is an incredible moment. Earning the means to graduate is generally considered an individual pursuit. Every graduate today, however, recognizes the crucial role the support of others has in maintaining endurance, incentive, and most of all, sanity. Thank you to the faculty who inspired our professional development and helped uncover our interests. Thank you to the friends and family whose support enabled us to continue our term papers and assignments even after we unfairly freaked out about the stress they may not have contributed to. Without these people guiding and comforting us, listening to our theories and doubts, and allowing us to thrive, we can only imagine how much more difficult this route would have been. All of us know the hard work, time management, and determination that only a student can uniquely understand. I hope that all of you know that graduation means more than just a diploma. It unearths the time and effort that inevitably comes with it. The diploma should be an afterthought, fully realizing that you were able to reach your goals through self-motivation, and the sacrifice gives insight to what you are very much capable of. Sustaining the drive to succeed is never easy. Lastly, I want to congratulate everyone here that endured the process that made this graduation possible, whether you are a graduate or anyone who supported us in our mission. We have all had so many experiences and overcome challenges in varying forms. I know that our lives are far from fulfilled, and we will restlessly persist in our professions and educations. We will bring what receiving a diploma signifies throughout our lives, knowing that we are competent and encompass the eagerness to achieve our ambitions. Congratulations, class of 2012.
Thank you, Cecilly. That was outstanding.